Hey guys, so today we're gonna go over the 2025 Honda Civic Sport Touring Hybrid. So this just came out. This is the highest level for the hybrids on the Civic side. Touring will have everything, which I'll go over all the basic features, show you guys basically your usual like stuff you want to learn, stuff you want to know. Sometimes that the guy just sells you the car and gives you the keys and you don't know what to do. So just going over those basic features. So first thing is, we're gonna go over the key fob. So with the key fob, you have remote start standard. So the way you do it is you click lock twice, you press and hold the circle, you'll see lights coming up. That means it took the signal. When the car turns on, it will give you those multiple flashes. The thing with the hybrids is that they're really quiet, so you don't hear anything. So sometimes you think the car's off, but it's actually on. So that's why you have to put attention to those flashes. So the remote start will stay on for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it will turn off. Let's say you change your mind, you don't want to go out anymore. All you do is you press and hold the circle, turns off the car. In the summertime, when it gets really hot inside, you can unlock all the windows plus your sunroof by pressing unlock twice and holding it. And if you keep holding it, all the windows will come down plus your sunroof. There is a way to put the windows back up. You do have a key inside here. So all you do, you press the square, hold it, and then you pop your key out. What you do with this key is you come over here. You can either go inside the car, turn it on, and raise up the windows, or you can put your leg right through the door, hold it right here, and there's a little key slot right in here. So all you do is you put the key inside, you do lock position twice, and hold it. It will raise all the windows. Raise all the windows. All right. Oops. The only time you need your key fob out is when you want to remote start the car, open up the windows, or open your trunk ahead of time by pressing and holding this, which we'll go over in a little bit. Other than that, you can say your pocket, purse, wherever you keep your keys. As long as the car is fully closed, you can have 3 little bars here. Put your finger over it, locks the car. You can unlock it by putting your hand over the handle. So unlocked, locked. And as long as the car is unlocked, this will be open. And now you don't have a cap anymore. So it's not capless. So you just pull it to the gas station, put the pump in. Once you're done, you close it so you don't have to worry about working with a cap anymore. As long as the car is locked, this will be locked also. So another way to open the trunk, like I mentioned, is in your key fob. All you do is you press and hold this. Opens the trunk for you. Right here in the back of the trunk, you have all this storage here, plus your carpet mats that comes standard from Honda. And here's all your little extra space. Unfortunately, there's no spare tire on the car. You have a little inflation here, right here, to fill up the tire in case you get a patch it for 50 miles, I believe it is. Or you can also use this as a regular little pump in case you need it. You also have a funnel as well. So basically, as long, let's say you're in a bad situation, you run out of gas, you have those little portable gas tanks. They won't reach all the way in here because there's like 2 different covers they have to go through. So you put the funnel in there, and then you can start pouring the gas. Okay. So you can also unlock the trunk. Right underneath the H, there's a little button here. If you can take a close up right here, this is what the button is. So you can use this to unlock the trunk every time you get a chance. Here's your reverse camera. And then here are all your parking sensors. Right there. And right on the front, you have your side sensors. So you have one right here. And then the one right here. In the wintertime, you want to make sure this is fully cleaned out of snow because other safety features which we'll go over in a little bit. Just so it doesn't give you a false reading. If it's heavily snowing, heavy rain, just make sure that's cleaned out. Okay, so now we're gonna show you the room and the back seats. So we gotta go on that side. We gotta have Jesse go on that side and show you how much room you have.
All right, I am 5'11", and I have pretty snug space here. Headroom is also pretty nice. I can still manage. It even has a inside cup holder, and then we're good.
You still feel comfortable in
Comfort.
there?
Oh yeah, and Jonathan's pretty almost like 6 foot, so this feels very comfortable. Oh, you got enough space.
Alrighty, so one thing we also want to go over is just in case the car ever does die, how to access the trunk area, because this is a electric trunk opener. So in case the car dies, you won't be able to access this. So there's a way to access the trunk. All you do is you pull out your key that I showed you earlier. You come back here. That's the little square right here. So all you do is you grab the key, you put it in the little gap, pull it out. You see a little string right here. All you do is you pull it, opens the trunk right for you. Then all you do is just put it back. So in case the car ever does die, you have a way to access your trunk. Okay, so right over here on this side, you have all your regular stuff. So you have your mirror controls, left or right, the way you control the mirror, lock and unlocked. This is to lock out the window so no one opens it. And then both of these are automatic. Right here you have your trunk opener. All you do is you press and hold it, opens your trunk as well. Alrighty, I'll borrow the camera real quick. The car. So this is your full digital display cluster. So as you can see, I have my foot on the brake to turn on the car. It shows you the little light up brake lights right there. Once I let go, it takes it off. If you do your turning signals, shows you that as well. And also when you turn on your headlights, in case you're ever wondering. All right, so this is a full digital display, so that means you can customize it by the ways that you have different settings you can see on each screen. The way you control that, on each side, you have a little spinner. You go up and down, and to select something, if your selection has that on it, like that. So we'll go over the left side first. Go over those, so the way it's gonna work. First, you have Android Auto. When we connect that, you'll see that. Here we go. Your phone, it will show you what phone's connected. FM, AM, it will show you what station. You have your volume up and down as well. You have your skip to skip to your next preset. You have your USB, AM, whatever screen you want to see. Bluetooth, it will show you what phone's connected. Once you have Carplay, it will show you what music's playing on Carplay. We'll set up in a little bit. On the right side, you have your range, which is 329 miles, your average fuel, trip A and trip B. You want to reset, all you do is you press on the circle, and it's going to ask you to reset. You press and hold it, it's going to ask you to reset. That's how you reset your trip A and trip B. You can see your average speed, average time, a compass. When you have navigation with Google Maps, it will show you how many more kilometers or miles you have to your next turn. You have your driver's safety support. So what that does is like essentially is you're driving, the car will start putting attention how you're steering car, how you're keeping your constant speed. 4 bars means you're perfect. 3 bars you're okay. 2 bars, the car's gonna start telling you to take a break. 1 bar, the car will basically not shut up and basically tell you to stop and take a break. Silver reminder, basically it will show you who has their seatbelt, who does not have the seatbelt. So I'm gonna have Jesse put on his seatbelt on the passenger side. Then that will light up green, indicating that he has his seatbelt on. There you go. Oil life. So Honda recommends to come for an oil change every 6 months or every 6,000 miles, whichever comes first. If you do the 6,000 miles, you want to come at 15-20%. This is where you turn on and off your safety features. All you do is you gotta press on the spinner. you go over the settings, and you can turn on and off whatever safety feature you don't like. So like the lane departure, your blind spot sensors. Your blind spots are located right in each side of the mirror. You know where they are because you see a little, oops, can see on this side, a little car with the emblem right there that will light up orange, indicating that someone's in your blind spot. So in case you don't like it for whatever reason, you can always turn that off. You have your low speed braking for your adaptive cruise control. Basically, let's say you have cruise control set up, both of you are going 60 miles per hour, the car in front of you goes down to 50, the car will automatically adjust to 50 miles per hour. If the car in front of you stops, the car will stop as well. In case you don't want it to do that, you can press that and turn it off. Oops. You want to turn back on, just press that again. The one you do want to get used to turning on and off is the parking sensors. The only time you want to turn them off is when you're going to the car wash, because once you start going to the car wash, it will start hitting the sensors with the brushes, so it's going to start beeping at you. If you don't like that, just simply press on it, turns it off all the way. Last one right here is the pre-collision sensor. So the way that one works is the one I do recommend keeping on all the time. Let's say you're driving, some brake checks you, you don't pay attention, the car will start warning, start braking. It's gonna show brake in big black bold letters indicating brake. Let's say you don't put attention to that, the car will basically stop so you won't get into an accident. So that's where your safety feature controls are. You can have it with no content, so that all those words will disappear, and then you'll have a regular speedometer right there. And you can customize any of the, like you can hide or show different settings, so you can turn this off, and then it won't show on your screen, or you can have it on and just will be one of your options. And then this one, let me put the car in drive. Once I start driving, it's gonna show me what's giving power to the wheels, or like you can see right there, the engine is giving power to the batteries, recharging the batteries right now. And once I start driving, it's gonna show me that the engine's giving power to both the batteries and the wheels, just like that. Put a nice space right there. Sweet. Put it back in park. And then we're back where we started. So your lights will be standard and automatic. So your headlights will turn automatically, but also your high beam. So once it doesn't detect any coming, it detects that you don't have any light, it will turn on your high beams for you. Once it detects a car or another something reflected coming its way, it will go back to regular lights. So the high beams are automatic. You have your wipers here. You go up, one quick swipe, down is the different levels, and then you pull it towards you to do the washer fluid. But now the washer fluid is located right on the wipers right there. It's supposed to save a little more water. Um, so just in case you want to know where that's coming from. All right, so here you have your cruise control. You know it's on because you see this little logo right there, and you set this change. So once you press it, you know that's on. You have your little speedometer right there. You also have the lane keeping assist. You know it's on again because you see this logo displayed right on the screen. So once we go into the actual road, you will see two lines appear in between the car. Once it detects the lines, it will turn green, indicating that the car detected that. And basically, once you're at least going 45 miles per hour, the steering wheel is going to feel a little stiffer and essentially keep you in the center of the line. In case you don't like any of that stuff, it's pretty simple to turn off. All you do is you press this, turns that off, turns off the lane keeping. So I mentioned your skip buttons right here, volume up, volume down. Once we set up Carplay, or once you set up your Google account on the Touring, you can use Google to assist you with texting, calling, or setting navigation for you. Alrighty. Put this back right there. Yep. Alrighty. So right up here, you have your little sunglass holder here. You have your emergency button here. You pull this down in case of any case of emergency. You press this, and basically we're getting you in touch with emergency services. That's why there's a little protector right there, so you don't press it by accident, taking into sunroof control. So you press back to open the sunroof. You want to make it stop, you press it again. Forward to close it. It's got to tilt a little, closing the seal. And then to open it a little bit, you press on the button itself. It makes you a little gap. You have manually to turn on your lights. You can have them all off, so when you turn off the car or open your doors, that will not come on. You can have them all on in case you want to, or you can just simply keep it in the middle. When you open your door, turns on the lights, or when you turn off the car completely, we'll turn them on for you. So this is your new entertainment system. So with the Touring, you get the Bose sound system on the car. This is your home screen. So now you have Google Maps built into the car. And you can set up your account and everything here. So this will be a little faster than your standard maps with satellite. Your phone, which will show you how to pair Apple CarPlay right now. So Jesse's got to pull out his phone. So we have it right here. He's going to lock it for me. So first things you want to do is you go into your settings, go to Bluetooth. We'll go to CarPlay, connect phone, connect new device, and then we'll go down here and we'll look for Honda Civic. We'll click pair, allow. We'll wait for this. We'll use CarPlay. We'll use seconds, yes. And then confirm, accept. And then you can, if you're the primary driver, you can click primary and we'll make the primary driver. And there you go. So this is your CarPlay. So you can just simply put your phone away, put it right here in the wireless charging pad that you get with the Touring. Or in case you still want to bring your charger, you have two USB-Cs here, a 12-volt outlet right here as well. With CarPlay, now you still have access to Apple Maps. So in case you don't like Google, you can use Apple Maps. Right here on the talk button that I showed you earlier, you press and hold this. Find me the nearest restaurant in Barrington.
You'll need to turn on location services for that. Want to turn it on.
So just make sure you go over all these settings and making sure you turn them on. So test everything out before, we start driving on the road. So you click here, it gives you your main home screen because you want to see the maps, what's playing. When you swipe, it gives you all your compatible apps. You wanna, for some reason, you wanna go to Google Maps, you can use it on CarPlay as well. And then you can use your Spotify account to listen to music, anything like that. So you don't have to use the radio. So we'll go to vehicle settings. We'll go to the Keyx as setup. So when you put your hand inside the handle, it will only unlock your door or all doors. For me personally, I like all doors, just so everyone can open their doors and we don't have to go through the awkwardness. When you put your hand inside the handle, you hear that beeping indicating the car is unlocked and also a flashing. You go to doors, do the first one, auto door lock. So basically, once you hit 10 miles per hour, the car will lock. Or you can set up for when you go out of park, locks the doors. And then to unlock the doors, you can either open your driver door, go back to park, or turn off the ignition. For me, I like the parking, so I'll go to a different gear, locks the car. Once I go back to park, and unlocks them. One thing you do have also, because you remember when I put my finger over it, locks the car, you can also program the car to lock itself the moment you walk away. So it's called the walk away auto lock. You press that, and we'll show you that at the end how that works. So I'm going to keep it on. Other than that, leave everything factory. You can also set up your own profiles for each driver as well. And then you want to add another phone, since you can connect up to 6 devices, you can go to connections, manage device connections, and you can set up to 6 devices with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Other than that, everything is pretty much standard. In case you want to see what powers even to what, you can see it here in a bigger display. Or you want to set your car to be a hotspot, you can set up that with AT&T as well. This will be a dimming mirror, so this will dim down once someone has their high beams behind you or anything like that. This will dim down so you can still see behind you. Here are all your temperature controls. You have your heated seats on each side. You have your fan speed right here in the middle, but it's also your off switch. It's dual climate controls, so what that means, if he wants to change his temperature to heat, he can. But if I want to make it cold, I can have it cold. But if you're by yourself, make sure this button's on, sync, so when I change my temperature, it changes the whole car. This is where the air is going to flow from. You have your front and rear defrosters, but now with your side mirrors as well. So when you click this, your side mirrors will also heat up. When you do remote start, all your defrosters will turn on automatically when you do the remote start in the winter. You have your AC on and off switch. We went over your 2 USB-Cs, 12-volt outlet, wireless phone charger. You have your standard gears, what we'll put in reverse. So this is your reverse camera. So when you turn the steering wheel, it will show you what direction the car is going. You have the wide view. You have a normal view. You also have a bumper view, so your bumper's right there. In case you're parallel parking, you want to see how close you get into the garage, you can see it right there. So now here, this is your so the car on the side fenders has sonar sensors now. So let's say you're backing out and there's 2 cars coming from either direction, left or right. It will give you arrows and beeping indicating there's a car coming. In case you're in a grocery store, you cannot see what's coming, as you have something to help you out with that. If you start getting close to something, the sensors that I showed you earlier will start showing you like yellow square, orange square, red square, and start beeping at you that you're getting close to something. But in case you do need a visual, you press on the square right here, and it shows you a visual right here. But you don't have to have this on because most people like the bigger backup camera. But in case you do need a visual, it's right there as well. So right here, you have all your different driving modes. So when I go up, it goes to sport mode, so it will try to rely more on the engine. And if I have an eco mode, it will try to rely more on the batteries, try to save you more miles as possible. I honestly only use eco mode when I'm taking a long road trip, if I'm being honest with you. You have your e-brake right here. All you do is you pull this up. E-brake's on because you see the red light, and it will show you brake on your cluster. There's 2 ways to turn that off. One, you can simply press on the brake and press this down, or all you do is you put on your seatbelt. You put the car in gear, press on the gas, takes it off automatically for you. Another thing you do have is called the brake hold. So I press it. It shows brake hold activated, and it will appear right there. Brake hold. So what the brake hold is, let me put the car in drive. Once I'm on a complete stop, it will show hold. So that means I can take my foot off the brake, and it holds it for me. So once I see the light turning green, what I do is I press on the gas, and it will release it. One thing is, it will take off the hold. It will only show hold once you're in a complete stop. Like that, and then I can take my foot off. I can only take my foot off when I see hold. Okay. One thing I'm also gonna show you, because we have people that don't know how to open the hood because they changed the latch. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So the way we do that is put the lever right on the side over here. Over here, and Jesse's gotta show us how to open the hood. So you have, instead of going like this, you got a little lever, and you feel this little lever right here. So yeah, there you go. Jesse, can you close it? All right, so now let me show you how the walkaway auto lock works. So basically, I'm gonna turn off the car, take the keys with me. Let me hand the camera back to Lewis so you guys don't see that I'm not touching the lock button. So turn off the car like I just got home. Close the car. One beep. Let me walk down steps or a couple steps. Second beep, car's locked. So Jesse, go try to unlock the car. So I'm not touching the car to unlock it. The car's completely locked now. So the walk away auto lock is really helpful. And the good thing is, let's say you do leave the keys inside. You say you forgot, you close the door, you won't hear a beeping, and the car will never lock as long as the keys are inside. It uses the same sensor it uses to detect the keys are inside the car to turn on the car. So
What sound system comes with the car?
the Bose sound system. There you go. One beep and then walk away. Locked. Other than that, any questions you guys have, please leave them in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of me actually showing up in the videos, or we need to change something else. All right, so next time.